Hey guys, it's Ed here. Welcome back to a new video. In this video I'll be showing you how to create this layout here. It's a pretty simple layout to make. So I have a new project here. It's just a new Xcode project. I'm using SWIFTUI. But let's get started with adding a VStack first. Okay. So a VStack aligns us to stack components in a view. So now we've added in a VStack, let's have a look at what we need. So but first we need the arrow here and then some text here. So let's do that. So first we need a H stack. This will allow us to stack items horizontally instead. So we have a VStack and then inside that a H stack. So let's add in the button first. So first type in button and type in action label. Leave the action empty for now. Let's just focus on the label. So inside the label, let's type in a image, and then inside the image tag, let's type in system name, and then the system name button will be chevron dot left. If I'm correct. There we go. So now you can see we have the icon here. So let's make it a little bit bigger. So do font dot system and then do size, weight and design. Size for now can be 20. Let's make it 20 for now. Dot semi bold and then dot rounded. As you can see, it's made it a little bit bigger. I might make it a little bit bigger. In fact, let's try 22 instead. And I just want to show you this quickly. In my assets, I have some assets set up. So I've got 3 photos of some people, and I've got 4 color assets set up as well. So we have here like a faded yellow, we've got a grey, a blue and a black. Okay, so now I've shown you the assets. Let's start with the text now on the right hand side. Okay, so outside of the button, sorry, I'm still inside the button here. Outside of the button, let's just create another H stack. Okay, let's do text. The first text will be deadline. I can see it says that here. And then after that, the other text will be the date, which is November 7th, 2021. Let's make this font. Let's change this font now. Let's do system. Just look at size, weight design. Size can be 18 dot semi bold dot rounded. Let's set the color, the foreground color, to the grey I have setting here. Grey. Okay. So to do that, it's pretty simple. Inside the foreground color tag, just type in color, parentheses, and then inside that, type in the grey asset name. Then it will change it to grey once my preview updates. Okay. For this text, for the font, let's set the font to dot system again. Then size, weight, design. Size can be 18. Let's make this weight bold. Dot rounded because it looks better in my opinion. That's better. And then for the colour, I believe I have a colour set up called black. So let's do that. So foreground colour, colour again. Inside the tag, make it black, and that's the correct black now. So we have the icon here, and then we have a separate H stack here for the text. So in between the icon here and the other H stack, let's add a spacer. This will push the separate assets to each side. So I'm going to change the foreground color to black on this icon. So I'm going to do foreground color, and then inside that do black, because I named it black in my assets. I'll show you again. So here it's black. Now let's add in the title and the text here. So I'll name this, let's name this hero section. For this we need a VStack, and we just need, we just need text now, text. And inside that text it says build design system. So let's have that. Build design system. This is going to be .fonts, .system, size, weight design. Size is going to be, let's try 24, .bold and .rounded. That looks great. Now let's set the foreground color. Foreground color is going to be color again. And inside the tag, let's make it black, so it's all the same shade of black. For the alignment on the main VStack, let's set this alignment to leading. Get rid of the content, we don't need that, and set the spacing. Let's try 10 for now. We can always adjust that later, that's better. And just to simplify things, I'm actually going to add padding onto the main VStack instead. So we're going to do padding and then .horizontal on here. Then it'll just make it all in line as such, okay? So now we have that, let's focus on the text here. So it says title, let's add in text below it. So text again, paste in the text, here it is. That's a lot more text than needed. Let's get rid of that. Let's try there, that should be enough now. And then for the font, .font, .system, size, weight design, let's try for the size, try 16, .regular, .rounded, and hide the sidebar for now. That's better. And again, on this VStack here, set the alignment to .leading. Get rid of the content and set the spacing to, try 5. 5 should be enough for now. That's better, okay. Let's increase the spacing on the main HStack now to 30. 30 will do for now. Maybe 40, let's try 40 for now. That's okay. And now let's set the colour of the text. On this text, let's do .foreground colour. Colour again, and inside the tag, do grey. That's better. I might actually make this text from regular to medium. Yes, I like that. Okay. And for the spacing, I'm going to make it 10 in fact. So now we have our header, our hero. Let's make this section here for the performers. Do performer section, VStack, and then inside the VStack a HStack for now. And then for the HStack we've got text and then an icon. So let's do text. Performers. And then for now let's do a button. Action label, leave the action empty, image, system name, then it will show up on there. There it is, it's there. Let's add a spacer between these two assets. That's better. And now let's sort out the font and the colour. So do font on the text, .system, size, weight design. Size can be, let's make it the same as that title of 24. .bold, .rounded, and for the colour, .foreground colour, colour again, and then name it black. That's better. And then for the ellipsis, let's do .font, .system, size, weight design. Size can be, let's try 16, .semi-bold, .rounded. Okay, so for the icon, let's actually make the size of about 20. 20 looks better. And then let's do, for the foreground colour, do foreground colour, and then grey. On the HStack, do alignment, .center, then align it in the center, like that. That's better. Okay, so now we have the name, the title and the icon. Let's focus on the 3 or 4 images below. That's again easy, very simple, and I'll show you how to do that. So exit this H stack, start this space in here, exit this H stack. Then now let's add in the images below. So to do that, let's create a new H stack as such. And first we're going to create a for each loop, okay, for each. Then we're going to put I in enter like that. And inside the brackets here, do 0 dot dot a bracket and 3 like that, okay. And inside here, let's add an image, sorry, not all that, image. And I'll show you again, in my assets I named the images person 1 0, person 1, person 2. So for this I'm going to use person, but then after I've typed person I'm going to use some string interpolation. So do a backslash, parentheses, and then inside the parentheses do I, like that, like such. And as you can see, it's adding a huge image now. Then after resizable, type dot aspect ratio dot fill. Then after that, do frame width of try 46 by 46 and center on the alignment. And then after that, let's do clip shape to make it a circle. Then type in circle, parentheses. And then as my preview updates, we shall see 3 images in a circle, perfectly sized, and it looks great, okay? So after that, exit the for each loop, and then type in this, it's a button. It's a button. Sorry. Button. Action label, empty the action out again, leave it empty, and then inside the label do image, system name, and it's going to be a plus. Set the font size to, let's try 20 now, 20, bold and dot rounded. How does that look? Let's see how that looks in a second. That's better. And then set the foreground color to white, okay? And then for the actual frame of the button, let's set a frame. Width can be 46 by 46. Dot center on the alignment. Oops, 46. Set the background color to color blue, because I set it as blue in my assets. Then set the clip shape again to a circle, like such. And then now, as you see, we have our 3 images and a plus icon here, plus button, like such. So now we want to align it all to the left hand side, so it's all in a row on the left hand side. So let's do that now, shall we? So on the V stack up here, let's set the alignment to leading. Let's have a look. Yes, I have noticed though now the ellipsis icon is actually black and not grey, so let's change that. Ellipse this, set this to black instead. And I'm actually going to increase the font a little bit, the font size to 24. That's better, that's a lot better, okay? So now we have our heading, our text, our performers. We just need to add in this section here, the process section. So let's do that, okay? So now exit this H stack again. Sorry, exit the V stack, sorry, let's do that. Let's add in markers, process section, let's do that. A V stack, H stack, and then the first one is text. This would say process. And then for the text heading, we used a font of 24, bold, rounded, and the colour black. Let's do that. Do the text. Do font dot system size weight design 24 dot bold and dot rounded. And for the foreground color, dot foreground color, then black. And then as my preview catches up, you shall see update. There we go, it's updated, it says process. We just need to add the icon in here now, the button icon. So do button, action label, leave action empty for now as always, image, system name, square pencil, that'll show up. And now we need to add a spacer between the text and the icon to push it apart, okay? So make sure to do that. There we go, the icon has moved over now, so let's set the font size, etc. to the correct sizing. So for size, I'm going to set to 24. Let me just check that with the other side. Yep, 24. Dot bold and dot rounded. Let's make it semi-bold. Then set the foreground color to color. Then black. See what that looks like. That looks brilliant. I think the icon is a bit too big. Let's try 20 instead. Oh, 24, sorry. Let's try 20 instead. So we have our VStack here, our HStack. Let's focus on the VStack here now, okay? So first we need a HStack though. The HStack, so let's add that in. We need an image for the icon. System name. I'll leave that empty now. And we also need text. Okay, so let's do that. Use paper. Like that, and then for the text it says list out components. List out components like such. Let's work on the outer frame now for the icon. So image. Let's do a frame. Width 50 by 50 dot center dot background color. I set the color to my yellow color that I have, yellow. Dot corner radius, make it about 14. Let's have a look at what that looks like. 14, that's pretty close actually. I'm going to change the newspaper icon to newspaper.fill as such. Let's go back to our design. I think it needs a bit more corner radius. Let's try 20. $18. 18 is great. Okay, so set the corner radius to 18. That image size looks, that icon size, sorry, looks okay for now. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's just make this text bold. So font dot system size weight design size 20 dot bold and dot rounded. That could be too big. Let me just check. That's too big. Yeah, let's take it to about 16. Try 16 again. 18, 16. I think it's about 16. Yeah. Let's just increase the spacing between the HDOT components. Spacing 10. Let's try 10. 20. 20 is pretty good. Okay. Now let's just set the alignment of the whole VStack. Alignment to 10. Oh, sorry. To leading, not 10, leading. That's had a brain fart. Okay, so that's all leading now, and let's set the alignment on the main VStack to alignment dot leading. I think the actual yellow square around it needs to be a bit bigger. Okay. Let's find the yellow. Let's take it to 54 by 54. Yep, that's better. I like that. Okay. Now, all we're going to do is just copy and paste this a few more times. So find the H stack here, okay? Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. That works great. So the icons, we can change them. We can change a few of them, okay? So let's find the next icon. I think it's called clock. Yep, clock.fill. We got is it magnifying glass? Let's have a look. Magnifying glass here. Copy name. Shame there isn't a fill version of this. Magnifying glass, and then for the last one, let's just use like web or Safari. Fill. Got such a thing? Yep, Safari. Okay. And then let's change the title of each one now. So let's find this one. I'm going to put complete project research web client. And the last one, let's search for, but let's subscribe to Head iOS with a little wave emoji at the end like that. That's subscribe wrong. Subscribe. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then now we just have to work on the little rectangles between each one. Okay. So let's do that. Rectangle. We're going to do .frame. Width can be 2. Height 24. Center. See what that looks like. Okay, that's not bad. Width 1 maybe. And then I'm gonna make it rounded, so I'm gonna add corner radius of like 2 or something. 2. It's rounded. I might increase this to 2 again actually. And then set the foreground color to color, and then it's grey. Remember? Okay guys, so now VStack, let's add some spacing. Okay, first let's set the spacing to 15, and then on the rectangle, do offset X, and set it to half the size of the yellow outline. So the width is 54, so it'll be 27, okay? 27. Then as you can see, it's in the center of the yellow outlines then, okay? Height, set this to maybe 30. Then for this space in here, set this to 5 maybe. That's better. Increase the height a bit more to about 35. Yep, that's brilliant. 35 is great. Maybe 32. 32, let's do 32. And then just copy and paste this rectangle between each H stack. Like such. And then, as you can see, we have our finalized product here. This was so simple to make, so simple to do, and I will let you figure out how to create this overlay here, okay? I appreciate you guys watching, and I do plan on posting these almost every day, maybe every 2 days. If you have any suggestions, please drop them below and I will take a look at those for you. If you enjoyed this content and found it useful, please drop me a sub and a like. The project will be available on my GitHub, the link will be down below, and I hope to see you in my next upcoming videos. Thank you guys.